I learned a lot of things about hosting a successful Superadobe Earthbag Dome building workshop, creating this communal structure, the Bonfire Dome. One of the lessons I learned is that smoke doesn't behave how I expected in a dome like this. I think the hallways are too short. It lets in a lot of wind, and you just get smoked out. So we're going to get a different kind of fire pit, maybe a smokeless fire pit, or something suspended higher off the ground. But another lesson I learned is that building this way really takes a lot of people. And we put up this 17 and a half foot diameter dome with 27 courses and these 18-inch bags full of earth. We moved a lot of earth with shovels and buckets and a couple of cement mixers, and we worked our asses off. But that's not what I want these workshops to be like. I really want these workshops to be a space for people to meet a like-minded community of natural builders across the Southwest. So one big lesson that I'm taking away from the Bonfire Dome build is that we need more people and maybe smaller domes for the next project. There's also a lot that went really well. I think that hiring a chef to cook meals for everyone through the duration of the workshop was absolutely the right move. I think that having other experienced builders kind of take some of the burden off of my shoulders and be co-facilitating the build with me was absolutely the right move. And I'm so lucky for those who showed up without being paid or offered, just showing up to help me because I've shown up in the past to help them, or they know me from some other workshop or some other build or some other place in my life. But probably the biggest takeaway is that this is possible. Getting people out into land to build a Superadobe Earthbag Dome off-grid is totally possible. And for years, when I began to envision Happy Castle Art Camp, I knew in my soul that it was possible, but I waited and I wasted time. And suddenly, the day after the build, I'm re-imbued with all this creative energy, all this passion, and all of this drive and determination to build this thing. And the people that turn up to these things are some of the best friends that I've ever made. And I want you to turn up to the next one. So if you want to learn how to build this method, whether that's just to build your own home somewhere and meet a community that is going to show up and help you build that, or if you actually want to be a part of creating Happy Castle Art Camp, this eco-village, art commune, and cooperative music festival business out here in the desert of Socorro County, New Mexico, then follow this channel, send me a message, check out our website, and share with this community of builders out here what you have to offer. None of us can do this on our own. I can't do this on my own. But the people that showed up, everyone brings something unique and special to the table, whether that's woodworking or that is preparing the meals, or maybe you don't feel comfortable standing up on the bags, but you're great on mix, or you can pass buckets of dirt up a ladder. All of these jobs are as essential as the others. And as we start to begin thinking about actually running a successful Kickstarter campaign and all of the marketing and social media outreach that is involved in that, I'm going to need people that know how to film beautiful content and know how to attract the right people to this project. And I'm doing my part, but I'm not a social media influencer, and I don't really want to be. But I think that to build something like Happy Castle Art Camp, all of us have to get comfortable with getting out of our comfort zone and really trying to become the person that we want to be and the kinds of people that our planet needs to see projects like this realized. I'm telling you, the people that I met at this build and the people I've met at prior builds that I've done are some of my deepest and closest friends. And I know that people that I'm going to meet at future workshops out here and in other places are going to continue to be some of my best friends. You're building something beautiful, a physical structure structure while you're also building a beautiful community. I now can say that I have friends in different states and different cities across the country that are willing to turn out for me to help realize this dream. And I can say with all my heart that I am so excited to turn out for them wherever they decide to purchase their land and put up their dome.